YouTube, what's good? Welcome to my channel, Creative Minds. Leo speaking. Hey, look, I'm going to talk on something that is often the least road traveled and often the emptiest road traveled, and that's called discipline. Discipline is a road that is least traveled. Discipline is a road that there's a never-ending road to discipline. Why am I speaking on this today? Back in my days, my road was desire, the packed road. Everybody's on that road to desire. But when I start making changes to my life, when I start seeing that I want to accomplish different things, I want to do different things, I realized that I'm going to have to get on that road that is the least traveled. I'm going to have to get on that road to discipline. Now, of course, the road to discipline have a lot of other splinters going off of it. You know, consistency comes from discipline. Determination comes from discipline. There's a lot of other roads that are just as empty as the road called discipline. Discipline is something that you never find an end state to, all right? There's been times in anybody's life where they have to be disciplined to do something. Now, some folks may look at me and say, okay, Leo, for the ones that do know me, they may say, well, Leo, you spent 27 years in the Army. They taught you discipline. I agree and disagree with that. The Army taught me consistency, but there were certain times that in the Army, and I'm not even gonna say certain times, in the Army, if you didn't move up, you had to go. It was something always over your head. The Army is an ever revolving door. You either progress or you get your tail out. That's just what it is. And if you think you ain't gonna get out, they're gonna put you out. So you always have to progress in the military. When it comes down to, let's say, the discipline of physical fitness, yeah, it was something held over your head. Hey, look, you don't meet your height, weight, tape, if you don't pass this run, even after, let's say, the second, third time or whatever, yeah, you gotta go. The Army, the military, any branch of military, they have directives. They have a road to follow, and that is, hey, look, we only want the fittest and we only want the strongest and the smartest that will survive. So I will say the majority of my discipline came after my days in the military, because once I retired, there was nobody making me run. There was nobody making me read. There was nobody making me do anything, right? And at that time I was married, so it was like, okay, then my life, and nothing against who I was with at that time, I fit their mold, okay? So I conformed to their mold, and there was nothing wrong with it. But I was on the road of desire. I was the guy, hey, looking through social media all day, buying all the clothes, looking for the external validations versus the internal validations. There came a time in my life when I sat back and said, hey man, there's something more to life than what you live in. That was my introduction to the road called discipline. And the road called discipline is nobody's out there pushing you. The only thing held over your head is yourself. The only thing pushing you down the road of discipline is yourself. The only person you're gonna look in the mirror and be upset with is yourself. Discipline is an individual sport. Now, it's lovely if you have a group of people or a significant other or even a good friend, whatever, that's on that same journey with you. But 9 times out of 10, that's a lonely journey down the road to discipline. Folks, you see him every day. If you go look at videotapes of Kobe, everybody's like, well, how Kobe get like this? Discipline. He's giving you the game. Go look at some of the videos. LeBron James, same thing. Ray Lewis. If you look at any professional athlete, if you look at anybody's success that's successful, whether it's financial, spiritual, whatever, they're gonna tell you discipline is the key. If you don't have discipline, you won't get it. If you ain't got discipline to, like, let's say, read 1 page of a book a day, you ain't gonna get smarter. If you trying to accomplish business, you're gonna have to be disciplined. There's gonna be many times that you're gonna have to be disciplined enough to tell the friends, family, loved ones, no, you can't do this, you can't eat that, because you have to get up at a certain time in the morning to do exercise, study, whatever the situation may be. And it's not gonna be all that acceptable. Down the road of discipline, I have lost many friends. I have lost relationships because I had my road to discipline to go down where they have their road to go to be disciplined. And like I said, it's great if you have somebody that's with you and you have the same goals, you have the same agenda. You both can go down that road of discipline. Hell, often you might see somebody way down the road of discipline, but then you see them splinter off because they might have to splinter off down one of them roads called consistency, which brings them right back onto the road of discipline. At the end of the day, if you are trying to attain any level of success, whether it's physical, spiritual, mental, financial, relationships, you got to go down the road of discipline. And it is the least road travel. You cannot say, all right, I'm going to keep my 1 foot off the road and 1 foot on the road. I'm going to keep 1 foot on the desire road. I'm going to keep 1 foot on the discipline road. It don't work that way. It does not work that way. Take it from me. When I walked down the road of discipline, I had to, one, understand that it was going to be a hard road. But when I got on the road, I didn't realize how hard it was going to be for me. And as I'm still on that road, it's the best road for me. Holding myself accountable for my actions. Not blaming nobody, not blaming anything. Because you can't blame nobody but yourself. So when you look at yourself in the mirror and you wonder why, hey man, I'm gaining weight, or hey man, I'm not being consistent in reading my books, that's because you done veered off the road to discipline. When you're on the road to discipline, you will establish your parameters. You will say, hey look, I can rest at this point, but I know at this point I gotta pick back up. Again, you're gonna find your rest points. For me, 24 hours a day. Hey, I know I'm going to bed, I know I'm gonna sleep 6 hours. If I sleep 5 hours, okay, got it. I'll fit a nap in somewhere. But when you on that road to discipline like I am, I say, hey man, I got an 18-hour day. I'm gonna make the most of my day. I am going to learn something every day. When you're on a consistent road, when you're on that road of discipline, one thing that you really gonna start establishing is, one, healthy boundaries, and two, habits. Your habits will be so consistent with your road, it'll be unbearable. Again, I will tell you, it will be I ain't gonna say unbearable, it will be so great that you'll look back at yourself and say, damn, I'm glad I did that. But while you're on the road, it's gonna be very difficult. But don't let that scare you, don't let what I'm telling you scare you. Let it motivate you that even a guy like me, even with all my military experience, even at my age, I'm telling you, the road to discipline is well worth it. People ask me all the time, hey, how did you get your job? I just remain consistency off the road to discipline, and I remain distant. How did you keep your weight down? What do you eat? Discipline. It's hard eating sometimes the same things every day. And if I eat something, junk food, whatever it is, I gotta go burn it off. I can't keep that in my system. I gotta go burn it off. I gotta go put those miles in, whether it's running or road marching. I have to be disciplined because I am the one accountable for me. Hey, look, I just wanna thank you for chiming in. Please like, please share, please join. If you got any questions about discipline, you need even help with discipline. Like for me, I had nobody motivating me, but YouTube videos did a lot for me, a lot of motivational YouTube videos, which I still look at this day. If you need the help, hey, reach out. I just want to say thank you for watching my channel, Creative Minds, Leo speaking, and I hope to see you soon, one day.